hot second while I get this set up for YouTube. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between. Phoenix Wright, Case 4, Day 2, as you can see. There. I'm just pulling up the old achievement guide. Hopefully this stream a little bit less what's the turbulent, I suppose would be the word. In that it stays going the whole time. Doesn't crap out on me just at the finish line. But more importantly, in the thrilling adventures of Phoenix Wright and company, Wright and Co. Maya was arrested. Again, I forgot about that. Safe bet if I'm just coming back at any point in Phoenix Wright, Maya's arrested. That's just sort of a golden rule. Maya! Hey, Nick, it's you. I'm glad Mr. Edgeworth made it through that day okay. It's a relief. Hey, why'd you do that anyway? Phoenix, clearly, I don't know. I just knew I had to do something. I know I'm not the lawyer my sister was. Well, you're not a lawyer, so... Yes, that's by default true. I'm inclined to tell you. Let's hope you finish this case today. I know, it's a long one. Not sure that you will. It's a long one after all, but let's hope you will. It's true. Let's not get hung up on weird technicalities of what do you want me to show you, game, in this court scene. I'm sorry. Well, you did save the trial. Just behave from now on, okay? Please, for the love of God, behave. Heart can't take it. Maya, the old ticker, it's given out. I'm like, what, 24 in this universe? That's 1 foot in the grave, baby. I've been questioned yet. What? She was arrested for contempt of court. What are they questioning her about? No, not yet. Detective Gumshoe was here just now. He said, seeing as this is your first offense, we'll let you go after questioning. Oh, that's nice of him. Whew! Oh, and he wanted me to get bail money ready. Damn it! Wait, what bail? They're letting her go! You can pay for me, okay? How much? I don't know. I guess they'll send you a bill or something. That's not how bail money works. Why do I picture giant bales of money every time I hear the word bail? Oh dear. Any luck with Mia? None. I can't get through to her at all. I tried. I really did. I don't know what to do. I think I probably shouldn't have stopped my training. I mean, probably, let's be honest. She sounds like she really did do her best. I should check and see if there are any waterfalls in the local area. Sure. I wonder if I'll ever see my sister again. I called the fire department to spray her with a hose. Forgot about that. Well, see ya, Maya. I have to hit Gourd Lake. Go investigating. There are fewer here than there were yesterday, but cops are still around in the park. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe is here today. I mean, we pretty much proved an impossible case as, like, kind of blew it wide open. Only Edgeworth could have done it, but according to this photo, Edgeworth didn't do it. Not only didn't, but couldn't. Unless, you know, he shot him with his left hand, wiped the gun, and then held it with his right hand. You know, I don't know why Manfred von Karma didn't just say that's what happened. But, you know, whatever. It's also occurring to me, you can see the top of my monitor in my webcam. Correct that real quick. Alright, better. Haven't seen Larry around today at all. Probably off paying through the nose on a date with the lovely Kianse. She's in Hawaii, Nick. Also, be happy for your friend. What a dick. Nick the Dick, ladies and gentlemen. Gourd Lake Woods. Hey, buddy. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Hey, pal. A trial today. Yes? What about the trial? Well, I was gonna say good show, but it wasn't really all that. Fuck you! Though you did save Mr. Edgeworth, I guess. I just wasn't sure how to thank you, you know? Literally just thanks was all you needed to say. Thanks, yeah. So, how's it going there, buddy? Detective Gumshoe. Any idea what strategy Von Karma is planning for tomorrow? It sounds like he's bringing in another witness. Probably that first guy. Another witness. Oh, right, he said something about that in the trial today. Flashback. There were 2 witnesses. Oh. Kind of thought there'd be more than just that. We could have probably skipped that flashback game. I was wondering who that other witness was. Who was it? Sorry, pal. As much as I'd like to, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information. Right. He's had a rough go of it, what with superiors and all that. I wanted to ask you something about Edgeworth. What's up? Is he afraid of earthquakes? I never heard anything about that before. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't talk about himself too much, see? But there's one thing that's clear as day. Him hating crime the way he does, and him becoming a prosecutor, and him being scared of earthquakes. It all started with that incident. The DL6 incident? Yep, that's the one. Boy, fucking really let that one thing define your character, didn't you there, Edgy? 15 years ago when he saw his father shot before his very eyes. He still feels the pain now. You can see it in his eyes. Earthquakes shot his father. My god. Friend or not, point is Larry Butts doesn't have a good track record with a lot of things, so being just kind of justified about dissing him. I guess. Still a bit mean. Guess he's not doing it behind his back or anything, he's just thinking about it. I wanted to talk to you about Maya Fey. Huh? She's not out on bail yet? That's strange. I told him to let her go as soon as they had a report written up. Man, I don't know what would have happened in that courtroom today if it weren't for her. Seeing her get dragged out by the bailiff. I assume, like, sort of a fireman's carry with her, like, kicking and screaming and punching. I'll be honest with you, pal, I shed a tear or two. Mr. Edgeworth was so moved I saw his whip trembling. Really? Cold as ice, Edgeworth? He was really grateful for what she did, you know? I would be too! I'm going to head back to the station. I'll get the report on Maya and get her out of there as soon as I can. Thanks. Oh, wait. I was wondering how much bail is gonna be. Don't worry about that. Mr. Edgeworth is posting the whole amount. Okay, well, bail is still entirely unnecessary if they're just letting her go. But I suppose that's nice of Edgeworth. I'm on 3rd case and Justice for All. That's the 3rd one? 2nd one? What? Edgeworth? Didn't I tell you? He's grateful to her for what she did. Alright, pal. Well, don't forget to go pick her up, okay? Good stuff. Maybe I can get Edgeworth to pay this month's rent, too. Yo, Edgy boy! If you're just handing out checks and all, wouldn't mind one care of me. Twitch.tv/TokenLad. We would love your money, Mr. Edgeworth. Just saying. Alright, boat rental, what do we got? Larry hanging out here. Looks like the boat rental shop is closed today, too. Oh, well, thrilling stuff. Guess I'll head to the precinct. Or detention center, one or the other. Detention center makes more sense. Yeah, there we go. Just for All's the 2nd game, 3rd one's Trials and Tribulations. Ah, thank you. Hey Nick, you finally came. They just finished the paperwork and I'm free to go. Free at last, eh? Those interrogators were really mean. They were like, okay, what did you do this time? Like I was some kind of criminal. Can you believe it? Well, they let you out in the end, didn't they? Aww. Oh, that reminds me. Thanks for the bail. Thank Edgeworth. Huh? He posted bail for you. Said he was grateful for what you did. Mr. Edgeworth did that? I have to make it up to him. We've got to win this case, Nick. We're trying. Now let's check in on our favorite background character. Guard monitors the visitor's room. He hasn't moved an inch since I came in. A real pro. Nothing unique there. Alright, check in on Gumshoe, I guess? Oh, and this guy who's role-playing over in the corner. Gotta look at him. Except Gumshoe's not here. Gumshoe's at the scene again today. Huh? Oh, really? It just came from there. He's a live wire, that one. Got into a fight with a chief for not following protocol. Not following protocol? I bet he wouldn't help them build the case against Edgeworth. What's this guy doing today? One of the detectives mumbling. Don't do anything rash. Why jump? Oh my god. Okay, we're just gonna... You have every reason to live. Must be doing image training for talking down potential suicide. Yeah, keep doing that. That's an important one. I'm just gonna go. Leave you to that. Less said, the better. Gourd Lake, huh? Whew! Never prettier. Well, maybe all the dead trees, it was prettier at some point, but that's not important right now. Edgeworth, you know, my, very edgy and snobby smartass Phoenix is defending now. What? Huh? What? Edgeworth, you know Maya, very edgy and snobby smartass Phoenix is defending... No, what? I have not a clue. What? Try that sentence again with some more pronouns or verbs or something. There aren't many cops around today, are there? They're probably back at the precinct working up the case against Edgeworth. Hey, y'all! Hey, it's Lotta. Y'all really did it today. What did we do now? Nah, I'm not complaining. See, I did a little thinking, a little self-reflecting, you might say. Realized that being a witness is a mighty big responsibility. I just went up there and started babbling, and the little thing came to my mind. Lotta. So you see, I want to make it up to y'all. Make it up? What's up? What do you think of the trial? To be honest, I was doing it half just to say I'd been a witness, even though I didn't really see anything. You had pretty incriminating, had, at some point, pretty incriminating evidence. I'd convinced myself I had, though. I'm sorry, I know I caused y'all a lot of trouble. Well, memory's tricky, vague little thing. Yep, I sure know that now. I'll be fine next time I witness a murder. Sure, good stuff. I meant, Maya, you know, Edgeworth, the snobby, edgy, smartass Phoenix is defending now. Yeah, you know, Edgeworth, remember that guy? We've met him a few times. Right, he tried to get you arrested and convicted for murder. You know, Edgeworth. You mean the first time you witnessed a murder. Wow, Phoenix. What about Gordy? Right. Well, the way I figured, trial's only stoking the flames of the Gordy fever. If I get my exclusive photos and rocket to stardom. Alright, Lotta, you go, girl. I wish I could be an investigative photographer, too. Finish your spirit medium training first, please. What do you mean by making it up to us? Well, you see, actually, I got a bit of information for you. What? That Von Karma didn't want me to say nothing about it. But what information? Now we're getting at the heart of it. See, I reckon we might be able to do ourselves a little exchange. Exchange? I thought this was to make it up to us. Right. I pose a little exchange to make it up to you. What? The information don't come cheap, my friend. Hey! I see you thinking my how unsophisticated these southern folks are. It's written all over your faces. Let me tell you, most southerners are way more sophisticated than you. I'm just the exception. Fuck you! I'm a bad representation of my culture. Most people I know are great. I suck, though. So shut your face about all of us. Not how it works, lady. Clearly it does. She seems to know exactly what she's doing. Well, what'll it be? We gonna deal or not? What do we do, Nick? Sure, what do you want? You don't have any other leads, so I don't think we have a choice. Alright, how much? Huh? You completely off your rocker? I may not be sophisticated, but I'm not trying to rob the poor. Alright, even Lotta gets it. The only fair exchange for information is information. So listen good. What I need from you is information about Gordy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Gordy? But Gordy might not exist. Wink. Then bring me proof that shows he don't. I'll be keeping watch from the car, okay? You see something, y'all come to me first. Got it? Yeah, sure. Right, see y'all later. Okay, Nick, let's get hunting. Hunting? You don't seriously mean Gordy? I sure do. What about Edgeworth? We're searching for Gordy for him, Nick. Don't you get it? Okay, and how exactly do we search for a make-believe monster? Maybe we can find a monster myth specialist. Got her? What the fuck? Yo, Larry, samurai dogs are one thing. Pretty sure this is a breach of copyright. They are not endorsed in any way by the Steel Samurai. What the hell is this? The Steel Samurai, Nick. Yo, Maya! Larry, what the heck is that? Oh, it was my girl Beyonce's idea. She was all, if you like, put this here. It would be, like, really cool. Dude, she gave it to me along with the banner. Wow. Yeah, that's the description. That's really impressive she could find those for you. Well, she knows a lot of people. And the show's finished now, so she got him for free. Oh, she worked on the Steel Samurai? Right. I guess if the show's finished... Well, no, there's plenty of finished shows that still sell merchandise. So, Yo, Nick! What the hell was that face? Yeah, that one. What happened with Edgy? Well, we made it through the first day in court, alright. I don't know how good our prospects are from here on, though. Huh? Hey Larry, did you know Mr. Edgeworth's secret weakness? He's terrified of earthquakes. Beyonce doesn't understand copyright law, clearly. Alright, spoilers, that was your cue deal thing with Lotta. To go see Gumshoe and get the issue. Oh! Okay, good to know. I would have made it my way there anyway, but good to know that's available for me. He acts like a little boy. Huh. That's weird. This face for Butts is so weird. I don't think he was ever like that in school. No? Really? Well, we were only in the same class for a little bit. He transferred schools pretty quickly. Transferred? Right, when the DL6 incident happened. Doesn't look like Larry knows about it, though. So about that big samurai. Hey, Larry. When did you get that big, thing? Huh? Oh, the big guy? I've had that for about a month, yeah. It's a big hit with the kids, babe. Not sweating because I'm in financial danger. Why wasn't it there yesterday? Huh? Oh, right. The compressor was busted. Compressor? Yeah, it's that little unit by my hot dog stand. That's what I used to put air in the Steel Samurai. Ah, normally referred to as a pump, but sure, go for it. It broke a little while ago, so I sent it in for repairs. Oh. And here I thought you'd inflated it by yourself. Alright, well, oh boy. Doesn't that Steel Samurai look a little out of place? I mean, it's so huge. I guess it's good advertising. Something about the Steel Samurai just doesn't work for me, Nick. Huh? Really? Looks pretty well made to me. Still a novice, aren't you, Nick? Really? True connoisseurs like Cody and me don't fall for this kind of stuff. The Steel Samurai fans are obviously in a league of their own. He doesn't have a spear? I got nothing. Looks like the guy. What do we have? USA, Germany, Japan, Brazil. I don't fucking know. Not a clue. Nope. Korea, specifically South, I believe. China, UK, and Australia. Flags of the world! Don't know why I clicked on that again. Anyway. If I can go hop on over and hang out with Gumshoe. Well, you know, his father got killed during a big earthquake, aftermath in front of him when he was a kid, so I get why AG has thing for not liking earthquakes. No, that's fair. 100% fair. That checks out. Criminal affairs. Hey there, pal. What's up? You look out of sorts. Wait! You didn't go and get something that's gonna hurt Mr. Edgeworth's case again! What do you mean, again? Whatever, have a seat, pal. I'm here for you if you need me. Besides money, that is. Fair enough. How's the investigation proceeding? It's not, Wheelie. We have another meeting coming up. We're supposed to talk about Mr. Edgeworth's motive. I mean, you would have one, strictly speaking. His motive? See, Mr. Edgeworth's father died in the DL6 incident. I mean, that was the incident. And the guy who got the lone suspect declared innocent was the victim in this case, Robert Hammond. They're saying that's why Mr. Edgeworth shot him. Fucking took his sweet time, didn't it? Edgeworth never talks about his past. I bet they'll drag that out and hit him with it in court tomorrow, too. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I gotta admit, it doesn't look good, pal. Memory serves now. You get the achievement for Gumshoe's items. You have to talk with him a bit to get it, though. We'll have to go and use the items, according to what I was seeing. Say, Detective Gumshoe, do you know Gordy? The monster down in Gold Lake? Not personally, no. Fuck off. Well, we're looking for it. Huh? Are you out of your minds? You got time to go wild monster hunting? How about doing a little questioning for me, then? Oh. Detective Gumshoe's scaring me, Nick. Meh. I told Detective Gumshoe about the deal with Lada. Nick, try telling him sooner next time. Sorry. You opened the fucking conversation, Maya. I see, pal. Sorry for shouting at you. Okay. I, Detective Gumshoe, will aid your search for Gordy. Oh god, that's a sentence I don't want to repeat. Huh? I'll loan you one of our newest secret weapons for finding evidence. Really? You can take whichever one you like. Tell me about these secret weapons. Give us the goods! Hold on now, everything in due time. First, let me show them to you. These are our best and brightest. Introducing secret weapon number 1, Missile. Missile? He's a canine police dog still in training, and he's the best boy to ever come out of the series. Missile, here boy. Fucking audio for that dog. Also, that dog looks like a real asshole. I'm not gonna lie. That looks like a dog that would rob you blind and snicker as you look for your shit. Best dog. Here he is. Hey, he's cute. Of course he's cute. What the hell's wrong with you? Look, Nick, cute dog. A cute dog. And this will help us how? Such an asshole. Next, secret weapon number 2, our fishing pole. Wow, really underwhelming comparatively, gotta say. This here is my own personal... Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for a monster. Yeah. How are we supposed to catch a whole sea monster with a fishing pole? You never know until you try, pal. Also, why is that a department secret weapon, man? Dog breed is Shiba Inu, if memory serves. I believe it's the main director's dog, or writer's dog. This next one is the last one. No, please, I'm already overwhelmed by our choices. Secret weapon number 3, a metal detector. Here. Detective Gumshoe, looking for something alive. White. How are we supposed to find it with a metal detector? Hey, you never know, it might have been eating cans of soda. Which one will it be? I believe you need the metal detector, so we're gonna take that one last. I can't make up my mind, Nick. They all seem so perfect. I can't make up my mind either, for the totally opposite reason. Oh, well, I suppose it can't hurt to borrow one of them. Let's take Missile. Yeah, perhaps, but it's breed a dog we're talking about now. Choose the metal detector last. Yep. Can we borrow Missile? Sure thing, pal. Be good to him. God. I like that they didn't... I'm pretty sure that's the same audio. He's so cute. That's the same audio from the game originally. Just that insanely low-quality part. Oh boy. Very cute with shiny eyes. I bet he is. Alright. Well, Gourd Lake. Here we go. The public beach. Hey, Nick. Missile's been acting strangely. Missile? Oh, alright. How could you possibly forget that you have a dog with you? That little creature of the detectives. Hey, I love little doggies. Good boy, good boy. Uh-oh. What's wrong, Missile? Eek! Missile! Missile! Whoa! Stop that thing! Cannibal, it's eating my samurai dogs! Oh no. Oh, Butts. Oh, Butts. My samurai dogs. Wow. He ate every single one. I'm sorry, Larry. Sorry! Sorry, don't pay my bills, Nick! It's gonna have to this time, buddy. Well, I think we've cashed in that you can have a dog anytime you want for the rest of your life favor. So... the beach? Just check out the woods and the lake and everything. Hey, y'all! Well, you've all find anything out about Gordy? No, nothing. Well, keep moving. It gets cold out here at nighttime. It's a little chilly. I think I have to sneeze. Whoa, whoa, no you don't. No sneezing. Achoo! Uh-oh. Why is it so... I told y'all no sneezing! See, I set the camera to respond to things a little softer than a bang. It'd trigger on one of them Von Karma finger snaps now. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, sorry's nice. What about my film? Nick, pay the lady. No! Sob. Never should have come here. Sick the dog on her. Boats? Anything? It's always so quiet here. I wonder if the boat shop's closed for good. Well, with the murder on the lake and all, they're probably just taking a vacation till it blows over. I get it. I don't have a missile in the... you are. I can't do anything with it, though. So many people in this case. 65, jeez. You started your career at 25? Wow. Good on you. He was 48, you're 64. You're the same age? My god. Alright. Well, missile didn't pan out. Except for, you know, costing Larry his career. So, you know. Off we go for the other, the fishing pole next. Detective Gumshoe, can we borrow one of the other things? Yeah, sure, pal. But I have to take back the last one I went you. Department policy. Well, take your pick. Which will it be? Give me the fishing pole. Can you borrow that flimsy-looking fishing pole? Sure thing, pal. Oh, if it breaks, be sure to dispose of it properly, okay? Right. Sadly flimsy and of dubious utility. Gumshoe's personal fishing pole. Sounds great. Well, off to Gourd Lake. Sorry, I just was here. I went too far on my move thing. You're gonna have to forgive me. Can I still can't, like, use that or anything. Well, I guess if you can't, do anything with it. Oh, here we go, here we go. Gourd Lake Woods. Okay, Nick, this looks like a good spot. A good spot for what? Time to do some fishing! She's serious. What are we gonna use for bait? Oh. Yeah. Oh. I figured something like this would happen. We should have brought Phoenix! Phoenix Wright! Nick! How could you? I agree with Maya. What the hell, Nick? I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Some jokes are better left untold. Woof! She hit me. Okay, watch this, Nick. Just trying to reel in empty cans or boots, okay? Here we go. At my leg! God damn it. How? That shouldn't be our fault. Come on now. What are you doing? Sorry, Lotta. Don't tell me y'all are on some film company's payroll. Nick, pay her. My poor, poor wallet. Stop it with the camera, you harpy. He had it coming, Phoenix. He really did. Maybe not that other time paying her again for film. Alright, nothing here. Alright, that'll be off to get the metal detector then. Alright, secret weapons. Give me that there. Detector of metal. I'm gonna borrow the metal detector. Sure thing, pal. I'm not sure what we're gonna find with this. Remember, you're hunting for a monster. Anything is possible. Anything. Yeah. Maybe it's got its ears pierced. You don't know. Hey, alright. Didn't even need to use it that third time. Borrowed all of Gumshoe's secret weapons. Ace Attorney, episode 4. Next achievement is just for beating this. What am I looking for in the next one? Is it just beat the case? Oh, I need to check out every lunchbox Angel Star has to offer. I'm gonna have to... That's missable. I'm gonna have to... whenever Angel Star comes up, I'm gonna have to check my guide, make sure I have everything. Well, that's gonna be something. Alright, Gourd Lake. Let's see if this, here, metal detector... Well, the one was the Lake Woods. Let's go boat rental for the metal detector. There we go. Nick! It's beeping! The metal detector's found something. Sure is loud enough about it. Whatever it is, must be in those bushes. Go check it out, Maya. Why do I have to check it out? Love the pouty cheeks. Nick! Look! Huh? An air tank? Huh. The valve looks broken. I thought it was Gordy. Maya, first of all, why would Gordy be in the bushes? And second of all, why would a metal detector react to a sea monster? Oh. Eh. There's something wrapped around this air tank. It looks like a string of flags? Oh, yeah! I wonder where that's from. Angel Star is in the next case. Yeah, the guide's pretty clear about that. I just need to make sure I don't miss any lunchboxes, so I'm gonna have to take it slow and steady when she's around. Well, we might as well take it with us for now that we found it. It's heavy. Empty air tank, valve is opened, banner of flags wrapped around it. Hey, Larry. Don't suppose you know what the hell this is all about? What? An air tank? What about it? Larry, I wanted to ask you about this tank. Is it yours? Is this air tank yours? Well, why would I have a thing like that? So, yes. Look, see how there's a string of flags around the valve? It's just like the string of flags around your samurai. Must be a coincidence. There's strings of flags everywhere these days. Like elementary schools, yeah. And used car dealerships. Look, why would I need a tank anyway to inflate something? You used it to inflate that, didn't you? Inflate what? He's trying to, like, hide it with his body. Inflate what, Nick? What could I possibly inflate? There's nothing to the left or right that I would inflate. What else? That big puffy steel samurai. Now, why would you go asking me a question like that? Looks like I hit the nail on the head. Right. Actually, the compressor I always use was on the fritz. So I tried using the tank to inflate it just once, and it didn't go so well, as I suspected. Yeah, tell me about that. Didn't go so well, huh? Yeah. Do you think you could be a little more specific? Come on, Nick. Look, it's embarrassing. I really don't want to have to talk about it. Tell us. Fine, whatever. It's like what I said, the compressor was busted, so I took the tank and tried to fill the samurai up with that. And then... blam! He's dressed as Santa, too. Poor Larry. Poor Larry. The valve busted open and made an incredible noise. And that tank there took off like a rocket, and took my poor deflated steel samurai with it. What? Off into Gourd Lake? It sure scared me out of my gourd, that's for sure. About this. That's the guy selling my dogs faster than I can cook them. Think Gordy really exists? No, I think someone probably saw something else and just thought it was Gordy. Do you think that, huh? I'll keep selling samurai dogs until the truth's out. So about this air tank. So the tank and the samurai you were trying to fill up flew away. What happened next? Well, all that happened on the 20th or so. The 20th, a week ago. No date. That's a shame. Now, as far as I could see, the tank went flying off into the lake. So I went out every night in a boat looking for it. Oh, God damn it, Larry. I mean, Kyonsei gave me that steel samurai after all. And when did you find it? Just the night before last. It flew way out there. It took me 4 whole days to... Why are you still dressed as Santa? Stop it! What the hell's the matter with you? It took me 4 whole days to find it. The night before last. That was the night of the... Ah, oh, for God's sakes. Sorry for not telling you, Nick. Actually, I was here on the night of the... God! Larry! We still went home before midnight. Okay. So you didn't know about what happened? No. That's too bad. It's not all bad. We solved one mystery, at least. A mystery? Maybe we should go tell her. Alright, Lotta. Wrong one. There we go. Well, Mr. Lawyer, I got info y'all need. Y'all got the scoop of Gordy on me yet? Gordy doesn't exist. Lotta, there's no such thing as Gordy. What? How can y'all be so sure? Really? Maya. Y'all got some proof Gordy don't exist? The proof that Gordy doesn't exist is here. Is somewhere out there. Of course I have proof. No lawyer worth his badge make a claim without proof to back it up. Here's the proof that Gordy doesn't exist. It's an encyclopedia. A children's textbook from middle school. Take that! Larry's air tank? Maya, please. What are y'all doing with an air tank? This is Gordy. Excuse me? What exactly are you saying, Nick? There's a stand near here, a hot dog stand, run by a moron. There's a giant inflatable samurai doll there. About a week ago, an idiot who happens to be a friend of mine tried to fill it. He used an air tank when the valve blew. The tank flew into the lake. Apparently, it made a pretty loud bang when it flew. A bang? The tank, along with the still deflated samurai, fell into the lake. At the same time... Yep. Couple was taking a photograph of the lake. This photo. Wait. So, you're saying Gordy is really the Steel Samurai? Something like that. Well, that's a fine way to ruin a gal's dreams. Wish I could say it's getting better for her, but it is downhill from here. Poor Butts. I'm sorry, Lotta. Nah, it's okay, you win. I'll give you your info like I promised. Poor Lotta. I'd feel less bad about it if she didn't keep charging us for film. So tell us about this information you have. Promise is promise, I guess. I overheard the cops around here saying something about a witness tomorrow. They said he's a caretaker of the boat rental place up the path there. Boat rental? There's someone there? I mean, it looks so deserted. Just an old guy living all by himself? Y'all should go check it out. Thanks, Lotta, we will. Let's get cracking, Nick. Hold on. Something else. Yeah, the night of the murder, my camera clicked twice, you know. Yeah, I've been wondering about that for a while, actually. Wait, so you have another photo? Well, yeah, but there's nothing in it at all, just the lake. Figured it wouldn't be used for much evidence, so I kept it to myself. Well, it might not be helpful at all, but here, take it. Shows an empty lake at 11:50 p.m. Probably Larry, depending on how long he was out there, since he went home before midnight. Bye now, y'all take care. Time for me to pack up and leave. See you in the... I don't remember when you show up next. But I think there's an achievement for you. I'm like 99% sure one of the achievements in this game, for all 3 of them, is when you meet Lotta Hart again, accuse her of her name being Lotta Hair instead of Lotta Hart. So, look forward to that joke. Poor Lotta. It's all Larry's fault. The legend still lives on, I guess. The legend? Yeah, the legend of Larry, familiar to all who knew him for any length of time. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Someone should whip that butts into shape. Probably should, honestly. Get Keonsae on the horn. I wonder what his name is in Japan, and what the expression is as a result. Or, like, what it roughly translates to. Maybe it's the same. Who knows? Hey, Nick! This is the boat shop Lotta was talking about. You're right. Doesn't seem to be anyone around at all. Well, let's go check it out anyway. Do I just go inside? Okay, yeah, let's go. Bam, bitch! Nice fish on the wall. What the hell? That fishing pole's better than gumshoes. Alright, old man. that isn't Judge, or Von Karma, or Grossberg. Meg, that you? Eek! Hey, is that Keith with you? Where have you two been? I've been worried sick. Meg and Keith. Nick, you handle this. I think I'll leave this one to you, Maya. Meg! Yes? Finally made up your mind, have you? My mind? You'll run the pasta shop when I'm gone. Pasta? Glad to hear it, glad to hear it. You make your old man proud, you do. When you kids left the house, I didn't know what to think. How am I supposed to keep this place running, an old man like me? Polly, the kids are home. Hello, hello, right? That's the best bird I can do. Nick, what was that? A parrot, the one on the perch there. Keith! Yes? I leave the wet noodle. That was the best name, huh? In your capable hands, Sonny. All right, first order of business. We're not calling it the wet noodle. You know, Maya, maybe when you're a little older, I'll explain that. Based on the available evidence, I'd say it's the name of his pasta shop. That's a relief, isn't it, Polly? Hello, hello, right? Yep. Nice jazzy beat, though. He fell asleep. I guess he's relieved. So, we got some, like, we got cookies, we got fruit, got a small TV, got a parrot. Wow, what an amazing parrot that is. Good morning. Hello! It ignored me. Ah! What, you forgot, Meg? You gotta call her name first. Her name? Polly, how you been? Hello, hello, alright. See? Neat. So the parrot's name is Polly. That's original. Thanks. That's evidence, I guess. Phoenix just jotting that down. The erstwhile companion of the caretaker. Too bad all she can say is hello. Ha ha ha! Old Polly can say lots of things. You just need to know the secret words. Secret words? Okay, good to know. I can examine it again. Polly, what's your name? Polly? Right. Cute. Maya's found a new friend. Got a little burner. That tackle box? What is that? Look, a little safe. It's locked. Okay, well, it is a safe, so... Wow, he has television in here, too. It's like a one-room place. He's got, what are these called? The little tables. You got, like, a heater under it. You can stick your feet down there. Look, Nick, he has an electric blanket on his table. It's warm. That has a name. I can't remember it. Speaking of parrots, imagine how terrified the dude was when he discovered parrots could talk. Like, ah, yes, meet my talking bird. I mean, ravens can talk, right? Mockingbirds, McCoys, parrots. You know, there's parrots that can mimic speech. Don't get me wrong, that's an extremely vibrant bird, so that was probably startling, since most birds are very much duller, or at least singular color. That's a great idea. We should do that in the office. We can sit down with our clients, snug and warm, and drink hot cocoa. And what? Talk about murders? Ah, you're a party pooper, Nick. You know, not every case is going to be a murder, Nick. Some guy might be like, you know, my insurance won't cover this. Can you sue him for me? This fishing pole looks expensive. Okay, well, maybe a gift. Wow, there's lots of variety of fish in Gourd Lake, aren't there? Something's funny, Nick. All these fish are saltwater fish. Huh. I guess they are. That is weird. Maybe the dude likes saltwater fish. Maybe he goes saltwater fishing when he's not here, you know? Imagine being the first dude to discover some birds can mimic human speech. That would be weird. That would be weird. Surely at some point they would have had to have studied the bird in captivity until they were like, yeah, it's clearly just mimicking us. Looks like a kitchen unit. It's pretty clean. Funny, he doesn't look like the type who'd keep things tidy. You're forgetting, Nick. He's running a pasta shop here. Of course, yes. Alright, let's have a chat with the man. Weird and a bit frightening. A pasta shop? Yep! To think the wet noodle will live on when I'm gone. My father started it, you know. So that makes you the 2nd and 3rd generation. Eh? Wouldn't that be the 3rd generation? Meg. Yes? Tomorrow we'll start with the secrets of dough tossing. Dough tossing? You too, Keith. Yes? You'll be the best pasta wrangler the West has ever seen. Pasta wrangler. The West? Isn't pasta from Italy? Meg! Yes? You know the best pasta's always been made west of the Rockies, don't you? Right, of course, everyone knows that. Nick, eh? How long do we have to keep this all in the family charade up? Oh, all in the family. This old man must know something about the murder. We're not leaving until we find out what it is. He means the 2, Meg and Keith, Meg and Phoenix, are 3rd generation. Ah, you 2 are the 3rd gener. Got it. Wake up, you old fart. This is a boat rental shop, right? What are you talking about? This here's a palace of pasta, the wet noodle. Oh, now that you mention it, we haven't gotten many orders for spaghetti lately. All the kids come saying, yo, dude, we want to ride in one of your boats. That's why I keep them boats out there. Youngsters these days, darned if I understand them. I'm pretty confused myself. Nick, this isn't going anywhere. This old man is the witness tomorrow, right? This guy? Gotta find some way of getting information out of him. Show him my badge, maybe? I don't know. Ah! My memory's gotten worse of late. That's why I just tell everything important to old Polly here. Everything important? I wonder. Polly, what's the number of the safe? 1228, right? All right. Hey, Polly, watch it, will ya? Heh. See, Nick? All it takes is a little clever thinking. And a criminal mind. Quick, Nick, write that number down. It's 1228, we got it. Don't get me involved in your heist schemes. Okay, yo, I got a badge. That's a lawyer's badge! Yes, it is. I don't believe it. This old guy is the first person to recognize my badge. Happy day! I get it. Yep, I got you figured out now. You're not Keith! Nick, now's our chance to clear things up. Sir. No, I'm not Keith. And I'm not Meg either. We're here investigating a murder that took place in this lake the other night. Please, help us. A lawyer, huh? Please, mister. Alright, I'll help. But on one condition. What's that? When this case is over and done, you'll run the wet noodle. Sure. Yeah, we promise. Nick, are you sure about this? Anything to get this case solved. Also, who wouldn't want to eat Phoenix noodles? Nick, I was kidding. Also lying. I guess so. That's my boy! Good for you, Keith! Wait, didn't I just say, you too, Meg? Yes? You bring a tear to an old man's eye, you know that? Gave it away, the fact that we aren't anything like Meg or Keith, for example. We may bear a striking resemblance to Meg and Keith, who knows? The fact that we're not calling each other Meg and Keith kind of should have been a giveaway. Now, what was it you wanted to know? Speak up, Polly. Hello, right? Now he's talking to birds again. How do we get him to talk to us? Can I... Nope, okay. Tell us about your parrot. Whoops. Yeah, tell us about the parrot. Polly here's my only friend in the world. Isn't that right, Polly? Hello. Hello. Right. Hey. Anything about, this? 2 gunshots around midnight? No. Okay. Never mind that. Anything about this? Yep, I've seen this. You know something about this, sir. Keith. Yes? It's okay. You can call me Dad. Dad, you know something about this. Yep. The other night out on the lake. Yes, yes. I know all about that. I seen it. What? Tell us what you saw. Well, I suppose, since you're taking over the shop and all. Alright, there we go. What you saw. I forgot the time, but it was pretty dark outside. Probably night. Yep. It was after midnight, but okay. Then I heard this bang, so I looked outside. And then I heard another one. Bang! A little while later, this boat comes back, and a young man walks by my window here. He was muttering something to himself. Yep. What did he say? Yep. I forgot. But I'll remember tomorrow by court, promise. Need to know earlier than that. You know what? Eh? Little Terry was just here. Terry? Yep, kid next door. Always used to make him cry, remember? Wearing a tattered old coat. Got himself some whiskers growing on his face. Ah, Gumshoe. Got it. Must be talking about Gumshoe. Comes up and tells me to come down to court tomorrow. Really? Somehow I don't think we're going to get much useful information from this guy. Objection, Your Honor. This witness is clearly insane. Sustained. Very well. Case dismissed. Maybe we should be leaving. Thank you, Wright. Oh, wait. I had one more question. Polly, have we forgotten something? Right? Don't forget DL6. Right? What? What was that? One more time, Polly? Don't forget DL6. Right? Why the fuck does the parrot now? The parrot killed his dad! Alright, this case has been blown wide open, everyone. What? The DL6 incident? Mr. Dad! Aaron. This is getting weird. Who is this old guy? Why would that bird Polly know about DL6? You have to figure out who that old man is. Oh. What? He locked the door from the... Oh, fucking... Who could that old man be? I think I need to do a little more research on this DL6 incident. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe. Hey, Larry, what's up? Keep an eye on the old man over there, by the way. Thanks. I can't pay you, no. Stop asking that question. Criminal affairs. Hey, pal. Long time no see. You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time? Actually, we want to ask you something. Yeah, about the boat caretaker. You know the boat rental shop on Gourd Lake? Oh, yeah. The old man who runs it is appearing as witness in court tomorrow, right? Huh? How'd you... That was supposed to be top secret. Do you know who that old man is, Detective? Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird, you don't say. Haven't been able to get a single straight answer out of him. I decided first he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. I would say mentally there enough. That's why we called Miss Wada hot yesterday. As for who he is, we have absolutely no idea. Sounds suspicious. Detective Gumshoe, please help us. Huh? We know about the DL6 incident. That was when Edgeworth's father died. I can't help but think it has something to do with the current case. To tell you the truth, I don't know much about DL6 either. I was like, 10 at the time. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file. So I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, pal. What? However, if you can convince me somehow DL6 is related to this case, well, I guess I'd consider opening the file up. Okay, we have a bird that keeps screaming about it, I guess. What's that? A parrot? The old man in the boat rental shop parrot. The parrot knew about the incident. The incident? DL6. What? Yeah, it was super weird. Polly, have we forgotten something? Don't forget, DL6. Huh? I'm pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word. Yeah, but how would that old man know about the DL6 incident? Wait, what if that old man was connected to DL6? Nick, you think he might be? I get you. Sounds like you need information on DL6 incident. Though there is the station's records room. I'll give you special permission to go in and find what you need. All right, way to go, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick, to the records room. I guess it's time we faced Edgeworth's past. All right, records room, let's do this. Wow, it's amazingly dusty. 10 years of files and 10 years of 10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess. Yeah, if it was a real-world case, no self-respecting lawyer would have trouble dismissing that old man, you know, because his elevator didn't quite go all the way up, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it's pretty clear this is not a reliable witness. Let's find that DL6 stuff quick. 15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9. We were almost through 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Because of DL6. Nick, I found where the file is. Oh, thanks. That was easy. Just let me know what you want to know about DL6. I'll go get the file. Well, can't we just go over and look at it together? First I have to get a handle on the main facts, like a summary. Right! Summary. Found it! Here you go. December 28th, 2001. 12/28! My god. That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow. So in 2 days, the case is closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the district courthouse. What? It's the same district courthouse where we're holding the trial now. Looks like it. Ah, yes, I remember the courthouse. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. on that day. Part of the court building collapsed and the lights went out. Ugh. Unfortunate. Wow, that was some earthquake. At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours to get them to be rescued. Woof. 5 hours. That would be scary like that in the dark. Yeah, no kidding. There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator, and the survivors were unconscious. The survivors? One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart. That was Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it? He said that his father was shot before his very eyes. So Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in that elevator. Well, gee! Again, weird the police had literally no leads on this. And, gee, I wonder who that old man could have been. Do you have any data on the victim Edgeworth's father? Yeah, hold on. Given everyone else involved in the case is either dead or Miles Edgeworth. Victim. Here, found it. Gregory Edgeworth, 35. Hey, Greg. Defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be 50. He lost that day's case in court and got into the elevator with his son, Miles. Miles? Miles Edgeworth, of course. So he was in the elevator with his father. I think the case he lost was, actually the very same case in, the second Edgeworth game. Scary and claustrophobic. From that angle, the bullet and the other evidence, it could not have been a suicide. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Where have I heard that before? Sounds like this is a current case. Wait, sounds just like this current case. What's going on here? Got any data on the suspect in there? That would be the guy my mom got arrested. Hold on, this is it. The man arrested suspected DL6 incident was Yanni Yogi. He was a clerk in the court, apparently. Looked more like a bailiff, but okay, sure. So he must have been the 3rd person in the elevator. Again, police were stumped, mind you. Well, then he had to have done it. But he was found innocent, thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond. victim in our case. Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived, so much that he had brain damage. He lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared. You know, so clearly innocent. Therefore, he just didn't do it. Obviously. Despite literally all evidence that says he did it. And the fact that based on this, he probably did it. Nope. Not how it works in Phoenix Wright land. Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder? May have been closer than we think. Yeah, I wonder. I guess I know generally what happened in DL6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth. Nick, are we going to take the whole file? There's too much. We'll never get it out. You're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? Okay, DL6 file. Right. That's probably all we're able to find here. Now all that's left in this trial tomorrow. Wonder how Dad will do testifying in court. To be continued. And for the first time in his life, Phoenix met his father. It was kind of disappointing. But them's the breaks, kid. Alright, December 27th. Court is back in session, everyone. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who is the judge here, anyway? Mr. Von Kama, your opening statement. Very well. No opening statement. So... Not so fast, Judge. I was taking meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. Be astounded. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. That's bold. 3 minutes. I paid tickets for this. Order, order! Mr. Von Kama, what is the meaning of that statement? Must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right. I call my witness, my decisive witness, to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner. We still don't know what impact DL6 had on Edgeworth. Come again, Phoenix? Yeah, wait, what? What is there to know? Edgeworth was scared for his life and gained more than a few issues they need to work through. Yeah, the trauma of seeing his dad murdered and, like, being oxygen deprived in an elevator during an earthquake. Gonna bet it was a big old shock to the psyche. Witness, state your profession. Maybe you want to give it, like, 4 minutes just for this guy. I'm the proprietor of the restaurant, the Wet Noodle at Court Lake. I also rent boats. Night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Objection! Wait a minute. This witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. The witness will state his name. I'm not really sure. Yeah? What do you mean? My memory. Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. He can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we? Witness. Very bold of Von Karma to make a 3-minute prediction on a witness who has dementia. That's... I know you're confident, man, but come on. Like, 10 at least, alright? Alrighty. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yep. That would make it the 25th, but okay. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats, as usual. And then I heard a bang! Yep. When I looked out of the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore. A man walks by the window. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination.
Objection.
There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony. How do you open a boat shop if he doesn't know his name? Maybe he opened it when he still knew his name. Not sure about the USA, but here in Georgia you need ID to open, register a business, e.g. a shop that this old man has. If he just set up a shop one day, maybe no one bothered to be like, hey, you can't do that. This seems like public property, so, you know. Maybe no one's ever bothered to, you know, hit him with tax fraud or something. Ergo, no need to cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict now. Yes, Mr. Wright. Well, gee! Would hate to ruin Von Karma's prediction, but good gosh golly, I think I might cross-examine this guy. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may begin. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma? 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well, let's just take our time, then. You may cross-examine the witness. Again, bold. Very bold. Monday the 24th, just after midnight. Just after midnight, you said? Yep, just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure, yep. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today. I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right? Don't glare at me like that. You remembered it clearly, I did. Yep. You see? Continue. Alright then. In the restaurant where I rent boats. Isn't there anyone who I can identify that? Or verify that, rather? Well, I guess Polly could. That's not good enough for a court of law. Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough? I'll have you know I'm pretty fast and loose around here. Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot. Parrot? Alright, I'm not that fast and loose. Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy. Keith? The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. Wow. Even Von Karma's like, let's just move on. We don't gotta deal with that whole thing. Heard a bang. And where did this bang seem to come from? From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? Yep. Good. Continue. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far out there, couldn't see clearly, but I figured it was 2 men. I figured there was 2 men out there, yep. But you couldn't see them clearly. Yep. At the time, that is. At the time. And I heard another bang. But, well, I'm being nitpicky right now, so no matter. Well, yeah. It shouldn't have been checked out more since it's public property. Businesses aren't open without proper permit. Well, if it just showed up one day, maybe no one bothered. They're like, oh, it's a lake, a boat rental place makes sense. So you heard 2 gunshots total, right? Yeah. That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. Just about then, the boat came back ashore. A man walks by my window. By your window? Yep, by my window. Right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see this man's face? Well, the fog's pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is a rather important detail. He's added to your testimony. I have a bad feeling about this. Oh no. That man was defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Well, that's, incriminating. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad! Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead, and walked by, too. Witness, are you sure the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him, that Edgeworth boy. Ooh. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. On Karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for fall. Nick, I don't like the way things are going from here. Everyone in the courtroom's glaring at us. I'd better act quickly or this trial's gonna be over. Raise an objection! Your Honor! We proved in yesterday's trial they could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun.
Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And the photograph showing the man firing with his left hand?
Exactly!
That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints at well.
Yeah.
You're ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true.
The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Your Honor, it seems pretty goddamn unlikely he'd wipe the gun off and then forget he did that and grab it with his other hand. I mean, come on, Your Honor. This witness claims Edward said, I can't believe he's dead, but his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie.
Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof.
Nick, do we have evidence? It's not good. There's nothing I can do. Well, I mean, the gun was fired 3 times, so...
Are you sure?
To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore.
Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you.
3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record.
Yeah, there you go. Expectations, man. You gotta temper them.
Enough. The witness may leave the stand. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts.
I got a few, Judge. Gun was fired 3 times. We have a photo that was taken before midnight, even though this guy says they both came after midnight. We only have 1 photo after midnight. He's clearly a dementia patient. That's really it. It's those 4, but I mean, they're a strong 4 in my opinion.
What?
No!
Humph. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Well, shit.
The accused will surrender the court immediately, to be held pending trial to higher court within a month from today's date.
Oh, well, that's not so bad. It's just a mistrial. Or a retrial? It's a retrial.
That is all. Court is adjourned.
Oh. Alright then. Wait! Who's screaming wait?
Who was that just now?
Me! My god! It's Larry Butts! Maybe. It's literally the only person I could think of. It's also the worst possible choice. Huh? Wah! Oh god damn it, it's Larry Butts! Larry. And he's dancing!
What are you doing here?
Listen, you just gotta listen to me. I was there in the park on the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it.
Remembered what?
The gunshot, baby! I heard it too.
Order! This surprise witness who just let himself into court raises a good point. What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment.
I mean, he is right. The judge banged his gavel. That's kind of the end of it. It's supposed to be the end of it, but it's Phoenix Wright rule.
One moment, Mr. Von Karma. This intrigues me. So, you say you heard a gunshot? Go on, heroic stranger.
Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony, and then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I just can't sit here and let you all call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Bruh. Respectfully. Bruh. Comes to evidence, quality evidence is far more important than a quantity of it, and the 4 you mentioned are quite enough to prove that Edgy Boy didn't do it. Maybe not prove, but certainly continue this trial.
Order. Well, this is the first time something like this has happened in my court, and hell, I'm game. As I said, I'm pretty fast and loose. Not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Again, he's correct.
Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance.
Yeah, more or less prolong it at least. Yeah, best case scenario there.
She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse.
You're right. Okay. Your Honor! Cut to 5 minutes from now. That was extremely interesting testimony. This court finds Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Phoenix Wright, and Mr. Larry Butts all guilty of conspiracy of murder.
Ah, damn it, Larry! Son of a bitch! If there's another witness, it's our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now.
A waste of time. A verdict cannot be overturned. They don't call me Judge Fickle for nothing. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistakes have been made, every witness should be heard. What the fuck are you talking about? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty.
Not allowed, but okay.
Shouldn't be allowed. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now! What? The court will adjourn for 5-minute recess. After that, we will listen to this new, heroic, strapping young witness who looks very intelligent. Court is adjourned.
Whew! That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of the seat like that, Edgeworth.
I've seen worse.
Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You were sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say. Larry was at the lake that night.
Yeah.
He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. And he was dressed as Santa, god damn it. That'll add to the credibility of this witness. He's Santa, Your Honor. He found the balloon and the air tank that night. Yep. Hey, Edgeworth, we're fucked, aren't we?
You say something, right?
Yeah, I said we're in good luck. A lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong?
It's nothing.
Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
What's that?
Are your fingerprints on the murder weapon?
Oh. About that. It's a good question. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really.
Thanks for that, Edgy. I see. Right! Yeah.
This might be our chance.
Our chance?
Von Kalm has only ever run perfect trials.
Perfect trials?
Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success.
He rigs it. Yeah, I got that.
This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected.
In 40 years, they never had a surprise witness.
He has to let someone who he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry.
It literally cannot go well for him. What are you getting at?
It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right?
That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything is on Larry now. Ew. We got this, Larry.
Alrighty. In real life, it's not allowed if witness showed up like that. There would be a retrial, case would take court appeals, some such. But neither judge nor jury would just withdraw their verdict after declaring it.
But it's Ace Attorney land, so, you know.
Court is back in session. Witness, please testify in the court about everything you saw on the night of December 24th. Right, leave it to me.
Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Well, Karma didn't even have time to prep the witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break.
That night, I was out on a boat in the lake. I was looking for something. I found it. Nice and vague, Larry, huh? So I quietly slipped the boat back at the rental shop dock. And just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. Oh well, Wright, your witness.
Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's gonna say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. Alright, Larry. Where to begin with you?
Something wrong, Mr. Wright?
There were so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Okay, first, what time was it?
Oh, it was after 11. I went out. It was after 11 when I went out in that boat. By that time, everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak.
And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour?
Looking for something. I found it.
Looking for something.
Yeah. Mr. Bonds. What was it you were looking for? Phoenix, I'll take this. Even I see the problem here. What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy.
That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense.
Honestly, yes. This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with.
So I quietly slipped the boat back into the rental shop at night. Around what time was that?
Oh, well, let's see.
True, they had hit rock bottom. That Larry's their last chance to save Edgy Boy. So, only place for them to go is up. Quite. Figured I was out searching for about an hour. Guess it was around 12, yeah.
You're not sure?
Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. Or, you know, phones. Just I was thinking about going home. You know what? Larry can't afford a home. A home. Or a phone. You can't afford a home or a phone. Heard a bang. Oh, shit. Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know?
Did you look out at the lake?
Yeah, I looked. Okay. Or a watch. Yeah, watch or phone. He probably can't afford a watch. You're not wrong. Samurai dog business is only so lucrative, and he spends all his money on fucking air tanks. Goddamn idiot. Wasn't there a boat on the lake?
Order, order! Well, Mr. Butts?
Whoa, whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of the case! After I heard the single gunshot, I went home. So, you only heard one bang, correct?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, Nick, it was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I should just start working on the contradictions. Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. Alright, on the boat of the lake, looking for something, slipped back, got home, didn't see. Single gunshots. Well, I mean, we still have this whole fired 3 times. That hasn't even come up yet, but alright, whatever. Lada's disposition, 2 gunshots after midnight, but this was before midnight now. There's... I think he was shot once in the heart. It doesn't say, but I'm pretty sure that's what this was. This photo was taken... That corroborates the story, actually. Deposition? Okay. Wait a second, Larry.
What?
You only heard 1 bang? You're sure?
That's what I said.
But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Were you even listening? Were you paying any attention at all to what they said?
Yo, Nick, please.
You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? No. No, I don't.
Mr. Butts. What? You only heard one gunshot. Are you sure?
Even the judge is sick of this. Well, tell you the truth, I'm not sure. God damn it, Larry. Huh? Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was listening to something else. You're killing me, Larry. Not how that works, Larry. Not even close. Something else. My radio, dude, with my headphones. What?
Order! Order! And stop that booing!
Boo! This fucking witness is an idiot!
Stop that now, please! Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones.
Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal?
Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? He's just like asleep reading a magazine. I figure this one's dealing with itself, Judge. Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue his testimony?
Literally all I've got. It's the only thread I can grab onto before I fall into this pit. No matter how frayed it is, it's all I've got. Your Honor, please, please allow the witness to continue his testimony.
Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony, and be sure to include details like your radio.
Downhill for Larry. Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. Oh, Larry, Larry. What Larry heard. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. Yeah, I bet. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. Those are loud, so... I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it, too.
You're listening to a radio at high volume.
Fall into the pit. Too late for that, pal. They fell into the pit of despair the moment Larry showed up to testify. Yeah, I said it's the only thread out of the pit to cling on to, or to escape, I guess. With anything else, and I'm just done for.
Yeah, what's the big problem?
Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is.
Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony.
Objection!
Wait, Your Honor! The witness said he remembered exactly what the DA said when he heard the gunshot.
Excuse me?
For 6 Street Fighter reference, Judge. An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway.
DJ?
What this means is, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Not a bad point, actually. I missed that point, and you know what? That's a solid point from Phoenix. If he was saying words, music wasn't playing.
Very well, Mr. Wright.
I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. You know, I know you like to point out, Arg, that Phoenix really pulls stuff out of his ass for this. I don't think he has a choice here. It's sink or swim. Only being alone on Christmas Eve. So you turned on the radio.
Right. I just want to hear someone's voice, you know. You don't know what it's like out there alone on Christmas Eve, alone.
I shouldn't have said anything. That's why I was listening to an All Requests show on the radio, see? Do you by any chance remember the name of the program you were listening to?
This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor. Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio, and that is all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was the radio set to that night?
Listening to it real booming loud. Real booming loud, huh?
Yeah, you know. And you had headphones on.
Yes.
I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all.
I'm sure I heard that gunshot. Can you prove that?
No, of course you can't.
No, I can't prove it, but I remember the moment real clear.
I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know?
I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it.
Alright, what'd he say? What'd she say?
Mr. Wright, please cease this pointless questions. What possible good can knowing what a radio DJ said do to us?
Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care.
We should care! Maybe the thing that the DJ said was, "Alright guys, we're gonna take a moment of silence for Christmas." Then he heard the gunshot, you know? That would be really important. Just saying. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should.
Why?
Yeah, true. In the Pit of Despair, only two choices Phoenix has survival is continue the charade or pull shit out of Larry's ass. And pull shit out of Larry's ass. Or let Hedgerook be declared guilty. Well, how do you know if we don't ask?
Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify before the court.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is very cool. Hey, what up, GD Slap?
What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot?
Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," I heard gunshots. Are you sure?
Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice.
Huh, maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all. Phoenix, that clearly helped us! Is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. Is it? One gleaming ray of hope is in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. Ace Attorney. Yeah, it's a good game. Alright, well, clearly it's almost Christmas. The photo was taken after Christmas. That corroborates his story. I can't wait to actually present that. That also is an issue. I guess the photo, right? It would be... I imagine it'd be the photo or Lotta's deposition. You know what? It could be the photo or Lotta's deposition. I'm gonna save real quick. Pretty sure it is Butts' testimony, what we're talking about after all. Yep. At least for this game, it's the most ludicrous thing he's heard. There'll be more. I think in one of the DLC cases on the 3DS, he interviews a whale, or like testifies a whale or something. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct?
Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude.
Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare easily.
Is something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor! Did you hear what the witness said just now? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot.
Indeed. And?
Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve.
That would seem to be the case, yes.
But he should have heard that gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of that fact. Let's see the time on the photo.
Let's see the time on this photo taken when the gun is triggered in Miss Hart's camera. Appears to be some sort of odd mouth-little-looking sign, an angle perhaps. The numbers 1 and 2 followed by a slash, a 2 and a 5, 0, 0, a colon, and 1 and a 5. I believe that means it was taken December 15th, 2500 o'clock and 15 seconds.
This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor!
Order, order! What does this mean? 2 prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight.
Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious.
What?
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butts' claim he heard the gunshot before midnight?
Larry's right, and I have proof. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight.
Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight.
I point out at this point, there we go. Moronic, more like, but I see your point, Von Karma. Von Karma probably honestly believes Edgeworth shot this guy. Like, I think everyone except Edgeworth thinks Edgeworth shot this guy. The evidence is pretty stacked against him. Look at this photograph! This was taken by our witness yesterday. Miss Lana Hart with the automatic camera. A timestamp on the photo reads December... Okay, I lost it. Timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m.
Oh? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture.
Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It's why this photograph exists at all! I'm so glad you did that. Yeah, I love that bit. Every time he said it, it's occurred to me I should do the sick reference. Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. He said, look at this photograph, like 9 times throughout this game. I've only remembered to do that once or twice. This camera's set off to go in response to loud noises. Aha! Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve.
Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then, where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified she heard gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken?
Not at all, Your Honor. It was a fact that the camera was also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them.
Why would this be? Don't be fooled, Judge. Camera was set up to respond to loud noises.
Yes? Pretty sure even Edgeworth thinks he shot the dude at this point. But Phoenix, being who he is, has to pull shit out of everybody's ass to make sure he's satisfied with letting go of this case.
There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera.
Hey! My nose was clear that night, man. Clear!
Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove the loud noise at 11:50 p.m. was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any.
Well... What does the camera say? Faces the leg. That's not gonna do it. It's the gun, right? Because it was fired 3 times? I mean, she did also adjust the camera, but I don't have any evidence that says that. So yeah, I'm leaning towards finally, I guess, present the gun that was fired 3 times, thus corroborating this 3-bullet thing. Right? Thank you. This is my evidence. Ah! A gun! It's pointed right at me! Oh, wait, never mind.
The murder weapon.
Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both witnesses who testified yesterday heard only 2 gunshots. Objection! Thank you very much, Kenochi Penguin. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. The 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight.
Order! Order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you? Why?
Uh-oh, I better think of something. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes? Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it. I have it. Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case.
Drop him on a fence?
What do you mean? Maya! Yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never outrun Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch and I am going to run with it.
She adjusted the camera after the murder occurred. In fact, she adjusted it only the day after trial, so it's an irrelevant point right now. Well, no, Maya was yelling a bunch and it couldn't set the camera off. But then she adjusted it so that Maya's sneezing was loud enough for it to set off, because she was thinking, maybe I've set this camera too sensitive, like. So she widened the range of noises. Meaning, a simple sneeze wasn't going to trigger the camera, because it wasn't until today that a sneeze could do it. It doesn't matter, it's a moot point, we got past it. But that is what happened. There's just no way to prove that in the court.
Right, I mean, is this safe?
Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose.
You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick?
Your Honor!
Nick, you're bluffing. Shut up.
Yes, Mr. Wright.
The testimony just now cleared up the entire case.
What do you mean, Mr. Wright? So you finally realize the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself.
Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting.
Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on the lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, was the victim. Robert Hammond. Defendant Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on the boat.
Sploosh.
There were gunshots fired on the boat, and Robert Hammond fell in the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the man on the boat.
I admit, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. I don't think I've ever seen the end of this case. Yeah, hopefully we'll get to it today. Yeah, after the murder was one day after the trial and the camera was adjusted. It's a moot point. It is.
But this assumes the victim was shot 15 minutes after midnight.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright?
We have
we have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 00:15.
But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way Edgeworth could be innocent.
Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are.
Well, we're not saying it's Edgeworth and Hammond, so that rules that one out. This is the photo at 12:15 that's been enhanced. Which means it's Edgeworth and the murderer? Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth.
Bold claim. What? Are you serious?
Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place.
I'm not sure what to make of all this.
Ludicrous!
Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then.
The murderer's name? Wright. It's... Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor! On second thought, that's a really dumb answer. Worth a shot. I might get a laugh or two out of the crowd, but that's it. That's what I'm going for! The crowd's the chat, basically. I was going for a giggle. Nick, something on your mind? Huh? Oh, nothing.
Mr. Wright, stop laughing and tell us who the murderer is.
Yeah, alright. No sense of humor, Your Honor. Murderer's name? It's... I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name.
You don't know? Ah, again you waste my time.
I don't know because he never told us.
Uh-oh.
The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, his name's Old Man Jenkins. He's the one who killed Robert Hammond.
The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then.
Why would he have to go all the way out to the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest the real scene of the crime was not on a boat?
What? Well then, where did the murder take place?
Should I judge where the real murder took place? I would assume the boat shop. It's private, right? Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing.
Objection. Do you have proof the boat shop was the scene of the crime?
Ahem. Recall Larry's testimony, if you will, you old fuck. Look at that boat searching. That night, he was out on a lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns to the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor! Even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat?
The boat shop! Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning.
Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. Ah! Great fucking artwork there, guys. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Probably could have just, you know, gotten a clean shirt or something. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out to the middle of the lake. Why are we discussing this out in the middle of the lake? Quiet you. I will explain in due time.
Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright?
The boat shop caretaker.
Bang!
Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone?
Details. Details, damn you.
Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why he fired twice.
Because he missed. Not to create a witness, obviously. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor.
Create a witness?
The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and fires again. Then... Ah! Blue. The murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him.
I see! To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other.
The murderer didn't know the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw the attention of the boat. Once you realize that, everything falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put on Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on his body, and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake.
Bailiff! Bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly!
Certainly after that, it's worth hearing a testimony from the man.
Very well. While we're waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said.
Yes.
Well, why did you go to the lake that night?
What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes, several days ago I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake on midnight on Christmas Eve. Said he had something very important to discuss with me. Boy, 11:50's cutting it real close to midnight. I probably would have been there by now, but I arrived at things early, I guess.
Something important?
I'm sorry. I can't say what it was. Thanks, Edgeworth. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, Your Honor, sir. Bailiff, we're conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him, quickly! We can't allow him to get away.
Edgeworth, the only one with good posture up at that stand.
Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying, I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request the police department utilize all its forces and find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned.
Bip. Alright, we did it! Another day! Woo! Edgy boy, we are just scraping by with hopes and prayers at this point. Yay, Nick! You did it! Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under the guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth?
Did you say something?
Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably gonna get off the hook. Maybe, probably. You could try and smile just a little. Relax.
I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet.
What do you mean?
Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you.
Tell me, you handsome fool! Edgeworth.
No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you, to get it off my chest, but I can't make up my mind.
What is this about, Edgeworth?
It's a nightmare I've had.
Jesus Christ. Could we be a little more overtly homoerotic? Thank you.
A memory of a crime that I committed.
A crime you committed?
A memory of a murder.
Dun, dun, dun. Alright, well. Saving right there. Alright. Day 3. Technically end of day 2, not court day 3 yet. Wright and Co. law offices. Woo, baby! What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about?
A memory of a crime that I have committed. A memory of murder.
Dun 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 dun. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed?
I don't believe it.
Not Edgeworth! Some painful memory has been troubling him recently, but he'd never take someone's life. Never! Smack stuff off the desk. Nick, that was a $20 phone.
Yo! How's everyone doing? What'd you think of my performance today? Adam swooned in the aisles, huh, Maya?
Swooning? Me? Oh, yes, I do remember feeling faint. Sure do.
Right on! Tell me the truth, it was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick?
She is 17, Larry. Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two.
I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy! You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero.
Well, see you, Larry. We have places to go. I can go to Grossberg. Well, why can't I go back there? Yeah, no, I don't really care. How's Gumshoe doing? Just leave Larry in our office. Looks like Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet. Gumshoe won't be coming back today. Oh, really? Said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. Boat shop caretaker. Said something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. Counting on you, buddy. And I have more faith in you than I do in Larry, so... Not a high bar I've set for you, Gumshoe, but by God, you clear it. Looks like Edgeworth is back in questioning. We have our own questions for him. Let's come back later. Yeah, I guess so. Don't forget, okay? Oh, shit! If he's missing, we can go to, his safe. Grossberg says we'll need to talk to him sometime before the trial. Okay, good enough. Oh,
Hey, pal, long time no see.
oh, Detective Gumshoe.
Close one today, huh?
I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Jesus Christ. Sorry about that.
No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it.
You mean the boat shop caretaker?
Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may, it's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal.
Attaboy, Gumshoe. Keep doing things that make you look competent and prove our wrong. Not, you know, in the grand scheme of things, but more in this isolated case. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today.
Oh, one other thing. Ah! No one can go into the woods today.
The woods? Are a lot of us camping?
The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while.
I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Hey!
Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow.
Alright, well, we can go to the boat shop, right? Yeah, and the beach. 27th, Gourd Lake Public Beach. Huh? The steel eyesore is missing.
Eyesore!
Looks like the hot dog stand is closed, too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. I suppose so. Boat rental. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. Ahem. I know that clearing of the throat anywhere. Grossberg, what the fuck are you doing out here?
Hello! What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you say.
Mr. Grossberg, there's no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth trial ends tomorrow.
That is true, yes. From what I saw in today's trial, it should be fine, right?
Well, I'm not so sure about that.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I'm not sure.
If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance.
Thanks. Bye. That guy just walks for fun? Surprise me. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? Yeah, not a clue. Maybe he likes fishing. Let's get that safe, baby. Nobody's home. Hello! Hello! Right? Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello! Hello! Right? Guess so, yeah. Can't believe you'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello! Hello! Right? Yeah, okay, we get it. Let's take a look at this here safe. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number of the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number of the safe? 1228, right? Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Oh. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So it must be something of value inside. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in here. Oh my goodness! It's an entirely well-detailed confession to the murder. That's amazing. It's just what we needed. Guess there might be a clue or two. One thing in here is a letter. Oh shit, was I right? A letter? Aw, boring. No name or signature on this thing. Its handwriting is very precise, clear letters. You didn't type it? What? Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Yo, I was fucking memeing. Nick! Why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I was gonna read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here, in perfect detail.
My God. Joke's on you, that's what's inside. Clearly, yeah. This is great. Yo, Judge, look what we got. What do you think this means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter?
And what does it mean, get revenge on Miles Edgeworth?
Look, I don't know, okay? One thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Can we, like, give this to Gumshoe, or the judge, or any of the cops?
Nothing left in the safe. I wonder why the caretaker didn't take the letter with him. He left in a hurry, right? I don't think he had time to come back before the trial.
Bird's probably hungry.
Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick.
You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. Police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something.
Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you.
Great, now the bird's gonna hate me. Frickin' bird. Alright. That's the best piece of goddamn evidence we're ever gonna get in any trial ever. Edgeworth, yo, fucking you see this shit? I went to the wrong place. Really wish Gumshoe was still here. Guys! But you'll never believe this! You! Guy who keeps doing the script bit. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Please, think about what you're doing, Yolinda. What? Don't take my Tommy away from me! No! Must be doing image training for nasty divorce arguments. Why would he be... Okay. Sorry, he's getting a divorce. Wow, we've learned a lot about this guy, haven't we? That random Yahoo sitting there. What about you? This must be the chief of detectives. He's glued to his computer screen. What? That's not possible! The world ended yesterday? Must be reading predictions for future someone's homepage. Right. Anyway. Edgeworth, you see this shit? No? Okay, well. Grossberg, you see this shit? Go to Grossberg's. Yeah, I mean, I gotta show this to somebody. He's out. God fucking damn it. When does he work anyway? I agree. Not now. Now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. Ugh. Wright and Co? Yo, Larry. Get a load of this. Whoa, that was hot out there. Hot. Glad someone's happy about how this case is going. He seems too happy to care about anything I show him. God damn it, Larry. This is important. Not Board Lake, damn it. Detention center. Edgeworth, you son of a bitch! Not a clue. Not a freaking clue. Unless I have to look around at shit in Grossberg's office. Solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. I guess Mr. Grossberg isn't getting that painting back. Feel kind of bad for him. Well, you shouldn't, so... Table for clients. Elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, the lighter's made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. Phoenix, this is what success looks like. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves. Fan of mahogany. Filled with expensive-looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. Nope, nothing. Alright. Wright and Co. Maybe we talk to Larry. Let's stop being a dick and actually speak to him. Really helped out in the trial today. You did! If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. Ha 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 ha. Lot of ha's. But seriously, Nick. That boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from what I saw sitting, Edgy seemed pretty... edgy. I mean, can you really know that he's telling the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know, but... what I do know is, I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me?
Maya, you're not involved in this case.
But why you, Larry?
Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick?
Enough with the silent treatment.
What?
Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much?
I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Light cigarette, you don't know him like I do.
I knew him for all of 10 minutes in 4th grade. And that 10 minutes was enough, Maya.
Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait. What? Was that when you two were classmates? Yeah, in grade school. They saved me. Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know?
What?
Hey Larry, what's he talking about?
Huh? Sorry.
I kind of forgot. Thanks, Larry. Thanks.
He has a point. Surprisingly, so far the only things to have conjecture are Larry's testimony.
One solid lead they have right now is letter from the boatman safe.
That's an incredibly solid lead.
I'd give it a little bit more uptalk than just lead. That's a hard piece of evidence we have.
Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm gonna hear this story today, and that's final.
Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial. Oh, shit!
That's not good. Those never end well.
A class trial? Fucking Monokuma ran out. You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh, I see. Anyway, kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 still inside. Wow. It's a lot for 3rd graders, I guess. Those never end well. It's true.
Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that.
I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day.
Good for him.
Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So, they thought you did it? Yep. Kids in class said I should be put on trial. That seems extreme. Trial? So the next day, we held a classroom trial with me and the defendant. The teacher allowed this? Yo, what the fuck, teach? I didn't do it!
Guilty! He did it! It was you! Hang this man! Give the money back! You're a cock! No one wants to play with you! Admit it! We're not playing with you anymore! You're never borrowing my eraser! He shouldn't be allowed in the relay race or the library committee!
Did you rob the bank the other day? I'm pretty sure I saw there. And the teacher. Hold on, let me get into character for this teacher and her infinite wisdom of a class trial. Glug.
Now, Phoenix, you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right.
In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it.
Go over and apologize, Phoenix, and get me another drink.
Aw, that's a stupid shirt. It was cute, and then I saw the shirt, and it's like, what the fuck are you wearing? I didn't know it was happening. I was so sad, I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Everything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs! Of course it's Miles.
Miles?
The bow tie? Oh my god. Oh, how precious. How do you open your mouth that wide? That's half your fucking face, kid. No wonder this guy grew up to be a lawyer. Look at him. Look at this guy. Kids are mean. Look at this fucking face. Ah! It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? He still sounded like that as a child. No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That's why, Your Honor, the boy is innocent. Kids can be quite mean. Indeed. But Miles, sorry.
But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Glug. Where'd this $38 cocktail come from? Why don't you all just shut it? Larry. It's always how everyone ganging up on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. God. Very well. I'll replace the money myself.
Fucking Edgeworth's dad couldn't spring another 38 bucks. He's a successful lawyer at this point in time.
This class trial is over.
And then they executed Larry. It was grim. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends.
Really? That unified you?
I had no idea.
Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot.
That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone without a friend in the world. Like Larry on Christmas.
Oh man, Nick. What the hell?
You did a good thing, Larry.
Yeah, well, I was just lucky. I took the day off from school. Anyway, if I had been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So, took it as kind of personally, you see. Something smells, it's usually the butts.
Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father.
Ah!
I like that he's pointing at me.
I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney.
Adjusts bow tie. Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident, right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." Sounds, editorialized, but okay, go on. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. So really they should have just called him Von Karma Jr. then, because, that's kind of Manfred's whole thing.
But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all.
That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it, though. I wanted to meet him, learn why he had become who he had become. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. That was pretty much it. He'd meet me in court. That'll throw a wrench in the mood, but unless you have a longer stream today, we're not seeing the end of this case. Probably not. I have work today. First time in a while, but I do have work. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believed in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him.
Whoa, Nick. So is that why you helped me out for free?
Yes. I helped you out because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Oh, Nick. Nick! Nick! We have to save Mr. Edgeworth. It's the last thing we do, okay? Right. It very well may be. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. What'd I get rid of? Kept the Misty Faye photo. Got rid of, Lada's deposition? Yeah, got rid of the deposition. Got rid of the blank photo. Some other stuff, I guess. Still have that metal detector. Need to give that back to, Gumshoe at some point. Are you there now, Edgy Boy? Hey, Edgy Boy! He didn't pay? Of course he didn't. No one pays Phoenix. He keeps forgetting to give them the bill, or he'll have it and they'll be like, "Thanks for helping me out, bye!" And he'll just never give it to them because he's a terrible, terrible lawyer. Yilk is grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial.
Class trial? What do you mean?
You don't remember?
No, I don't.
Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it, in 3rd grade?
Lunch money? What? Literally my life is at stake here. Oh, yeah, that. I seem to remember something like that, yes.
Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know that trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney?
I was about to say, pretty lame, right? Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So beautiful, so simple. To a fault, even.
Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth.
Perhaps.
Hey, Edgeworth, why'd you become a prosecutor, anyway?
Who knows, I might be wrong, I might finish the case today. Probably not. But, you know, wishful thinking.
You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right?
I couldn't let myself deny reality like you.
What do you mean?
My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person.
One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right?
Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. He was, any way you look at it.
Also, what kid has 40 bucks for lunch money? That's for the whole month.
40 bucks is a bit much for lunch money, might be wrong. They mentioned it's for the whole month. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. By pleading insanity.
That would be Robert Hammond.
On that day, 15 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I lost all memory of the murder.
Lost your memory?
Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had not been of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation.
But that he still did it!
Perhaps. Yogi was released due to lack of evidence. Innocent.
Yeah, but again, all he did was claim innocence.
Whatever, it's never gonna change. It's always gonna be as stupid as it was the first time I saw it. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys.
What's your relationship with Prosecutor Von Karma?
He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect.
Is he?
I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him.
So he's like my sister was to you, Nick.
He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he's obsessed with doing everything perfectly. You should see him play Guitar Hero. It's crazy. Never did I think anyone could master the solo on Dragon Force on Expert, but my god, he did it.
Perfectly, huh?
Blindfolded, too. I was amazed. In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent. Ever.
But that's...
I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. I think statistically, yes, they probably were. However, it's impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, find the suspect guilty, perfectly.
I mean, well, yes, it is his job to get a guilty verdict. He shouldn't fabricate evidence. Phoenix's argument is our job to find the truth. You could very easily look at it as the defense attorney's job is to get you off the hook, and the prosecutor's job is to get you convicted.
In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away.
Edward, if what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow.
He's right!
Now's not the time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding.
By the way, found this fucking thing. Edgeworth, what the hell is this?
Huh?
This came out of a safe in the shack that boat rental caretaker lives.
I see. Revenge? On me? What?
Who is that old guy, anyway?
I don't know.
Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something?
Nice, right? But I don't remember that, old man. Not at all.
So he was following this letter then?
Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life.
Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond.
It also says...
Maya! Dynamite Edgeworth impersonation. It also says, this is your last chance. Last chance? Wait, maybe. Maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident.
Wait. Wait, that old man.
What is it? Do you know who he is?
Yogi. Could he be... Yanni Yogi?
Pretty obvious, yes. Yogi?
The suspect in the DL6 incident, the one who was found innocent. My god. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. I thought he was a clerk. We just happened to be in an elevator together 5 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long it felt like forever. The air thinned, the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Really? You don't think you're underselling what you became? Just a scotch there. Unsettled. Oh boy. 15, not 5, but sure. Prosecutor's job isn't to get a guilty verdict every time, it's to find the truth. Well. You could easily make the argument it's their job to find a guilty verdict. It's the police's job to present a suspect, and it's the prosecutor's job to prove it. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier! I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. It's a conversation, That's all I remember. Really helpful, thank you. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress caused him temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed, and Yogi was found innocent. That still means he did it! God! It's so basic! How did the writer of the game fuck up that badly? Isn't that strange? I agree. Very.
This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you?
Right. Yeah. There's something that's been troubling me for these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? Tell me, you handsome fool. It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I've committed. A crime you committed. A memory of a murder. A crime of passion. Edgeworth. I think the time has come to tell all. My God. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. Have you considered meds? I wake up in a fearful sweat every time.
What kind of dream?
A dream about my father's killing in the dark. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Help us get out! Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen. Or therapy. Yeah, you know, one or the other, please. I can't breathe. You're using up all my air. What? Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! Ah! What? What are you? Stop breathing my air! No, father! He's attacking father! Then I see the pistol lying at my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I picked up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! Bang! Warg! And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years.
But that's just a dream, right? Right?
That thought is the only thing that's kept me sane these last 15 years. That, and these really great books I've been reading, the Dresden Files. Can't recommend them highly enough. Great stuff. What if I'm wrong?
What if it is real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about that way, this letter makes sense. Okay, no, but again, never mind. Yes, we live in a magical fantasy world whereby being temporarily insane means he didn't do it and therefore someone else must have done it. Sure. Yogi was really a... It's so dumb! That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean it was me? I'm the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. They were just reading the script at this point, no effort into it. It's like, whew, boy, this could use an edit, I think. This is bad. What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe. There is, Nick! There is someone who knows about the DL6 incident. I just realized my microphone has been far away this whole time. Bad time to remember it, but, you know. There is. Grossberg, right? And now we go to Grossberg's office. Sorry about the microphone being so far away. Mr. Grossberg!
Ah, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled.
No kidding. I can't believe you're not. No problem.
Just calm down and tell me what's happened,
It's Mr. Edgeworth. Wah. Wah.
I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father.
It's only a dream. Only a dream.
I wonder.
What?
If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled,
Well...
Also, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Mount Edgeworth.
Why?
So deep, he wants to frame him for murder.
Why?
This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real.
Good thing you're not a therapist. Also, why? Why the hell does Yanni Yogi have it out for Edgeworth? Yanni Yogi shot the guy. Edgeworth was just in the room with him.
Edgeworth metal. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done.
No, I don't believe it.
Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth.
He was a 9-year-old child. Get over yourself.
This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close.
You still could have killed them after the statute of limitations and framed him for the murder of Hammond. Just saying. What did you know about Edgeworth's father?
He was a bench attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Perry.
Oh, also that detective in the second Edgeworth game, but you know, I'll just skip over that for now. He doesn't exist yet. My sister?
Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques.
That's not surprising.
Von Karma's an extreme man, forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods.
And Varkarma as well, but sure. Well, yeah.
He lost. And died in despair, as it were.
No, he died because he was shot, Grossberg. You're the worst. I see.
When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was a mother, Misty Fairy.
It also makes no sense she was slandered either, but whatever. I'm Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. Yeah, thanks, Greg, we know. The only one who shot me. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. By the way, that voice is the one I gave him in my second Edgeworth playthrough, which is why I'm doing that voice.
Yet Yogi was found innocent.
That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud.
Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edwards' ghost. Gregory Edwards must have known who shot him.
I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony?
That's Edwards.
That Edward's dad lied to protect his son?
It's only a possibility, mind you, but a possibility nonetheless.
Well, shit. Yo, fucking check this shit out.
Oh, so this is the letter. It does not seem Yogi was following. It does seem Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond.
But why kill Robert Hammond?
Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own.
Huh? His own sake.
He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability.
But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter?
Actually, my dear, quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. You'll understand soon enough. Wait!
What is it?
This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago.
Larry Butts, you son of a bitch!
Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this?
Larry Butts isn't an option, so I'm stumped. Could it have been Manfred von Karma?
Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this?
Well, he's an ass? Just sort of generally speaking?
Von Karma. Von Karma. Wait! Right, my boy! This is Von Karma's handwriting. I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports.
What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was...
Correct. Manfred von Karma himself.
Hey, we're gonna need you to testify to that fact. Just saying. Just saying. Gonna need you to testify to that fact. What does this mean, then? Why would Manfred von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? What the hell?
If it truly was Von Karma who wrote that letter, then he would know the truth. He would know Miles Edwards had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edwards guilty.
That's even less likely than the insanity thing ruining a man's career. What the fuck is this world? Oh no. But how could Von Karma know about Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare.
That's what you don't know. But I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son.
What do you mean?
It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred.
Pardon? What happened in the trial between Edward's dad and Von Karma?
Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Edgeworth's accusation stood.
Wait, what? He won even with faulty evidence? Why? Surely that's grounds for a mistrial. Faulty evidence?
It was the only penalty Von Karma ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt him road his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma.
Not to rain on their parade, but I think any normal father would do anything to defend their children. Yeah, I'm gonna assume that Greg's not above that. So, I don't get their surprise. Framing Yogi was a bit underhanded, but it's indeed Miles who killed his dad, then it's either frame Yogi or let Miles stand trial for murder of his father. Which, again, shouldn't happen, because you could just make whatever argument you made for Yogi. Just make that for Edgeworth, and he couldn't have done it, apparently. Be like, oh yeah, oxygen deprivation, he was temporarily insane. And the judge will be like, well shit, that means he couldn't have done it. Not guilty. Go find the real murderer. What's that, statute of limitations? Oh well. And then everything's better. Fucking Christ.
Took a vacation for several months after that, you see.
A vacation?
Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and last vacation taken in many years of prosecuting.
That too, yeah. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to the sea or mountains? Yeah, where did he go? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe! Even I've been to Europe! You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. Why? Those all sound like perfectly fine vacations.
In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot.
You wanted to keep a perfect record so badly. Why would he take such a long vacation? Sort his life out. Question himself. Prepare better. Redouble his efforts. Whip himself until he learned his lesson. Who knows? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma's gonna bring up DL6. You can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him! Because it doesn't make any sense that he would.
Yes, that's right. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know.
No. See, he didn't have enough oxygen, so... Insane. Couldn't have done it. Case closed. Fuck you. I know that! I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, Edgeworth admits to it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty.
Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. These files might hold something of interest.
Mr. Grossberg, thank you.
I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim.
I understand. Police materials. Alright, well, let's, I guess head to... One day left, Nick. Yeah, I know. Well, no time to waste. Let's get going. Yeah, I know. Detention center. Or, Criminal Affairs Department. Rather. Police Department, Criminal Affairs. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you! I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again. Well, now I can't just let anyone wander around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma's in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's in there. Oh, so he can go in unsupervised. Cool, thanks. Not suspicious at all. Von Karma? Yep, he just arrived, actually. Von Karma's in the records room. Nick, let's hurry. Okay, but first... This must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. So, what are your hobbies? Well, I like to do stakeouts now and then. He must be doing image training for a first date. This guy. Hey, you know what? At least he's bouncing back after the divorce, right? So, back up on the horse, guy. We know way too much about that guy. Police Department records room. Dusty as always. We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I just noticed that he isn't here. On Karma. Good. Open drawer, what? I was gonna say, what am I examining? Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. Label says, unsolved cases evidence. Unsolved cases. Nick! The file for DL6. It's completely empty. Ah, shit. What?
What are you doing in here?
Ah, you're intense from the front, you know that? Have you considered, like, maybe a cream or a wax treatment? On Karma.
You. How do you know my name?
You're famous, obviously.
Have we met?
What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team.
Defense team? I beg your pardon. See, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed.
I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. So, Manfred, what brings you around here? I would be insulted. I would be too. Oh, great, this bit. Rivaling the newspaper clipping to red-white. Yep, this is the bit. Von Karma's a law official. I think he can go into the evidence room without raising suspicion or having to explain himself to anybody. Maya and Phoenix, on the other hand, aren't law officials. I guess that's fair. We're not really, We're more outside contractors, in a manner of speaking. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right?
A romanticist who still can't shed the veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second rate.
Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you?
Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why?
Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record.
So
So you did, but what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival.
That, my dear attorney, is none of your business.
He's not wrong, I guess, ultimately.
Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end.
Does that mean even if I lose, I get, like, special points because I lasted this long? I'm gonna be like the guy who went 3 days with Von Karma, you know? I can put that on my wall or something. You'd back that up, right?
Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt.
His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean?
What? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles will tell the court tomorrow.
We were right. So Von Karma's gonna bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. Okay, so... what do you feel about this bird?
Fool! You think I, a prosecutor, would give you a defense attorney information? Bah!
She's thinking that. Creep! What about my badge, huh? What do you think of that? Yeah, badge? Okay, well, I was gonna go with them being more subcontractors, but what you said works. Yeah, semantics. So, this has got to be... ignoring all of this oxygen, who killed who, temporary insanity, bullshit, axe to grind I have, this is one of the things people, when citing problems with this game, and to be fair to the game series, after this game, nothing like this ever really happens again, to the best of my memory. In order to progress the plot here, I only remember this, I don't remember doing this myself, but it's famous in like Reddit and circles of this game. You need to show Von Karma, the guy who wrote the letter telling Yanni Yogi how to commit murder, you need to show him that you have the letter here, away from everybody else, with no one around, and just see what he does with it. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? And the Phoenix thinks this is a good idea, by the way. You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder.
Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it.
So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter?
Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble of bringing it to me. You've saved me a lot of needless hassle.
What? Nick! What is that thing? A stun gun for self-defense, usually. That's all. Sly green you've got, Von Karma.
Indeed.
600,000 volts, what the fuck? That's a lot. Yo, where do you get your tasers? Fuck it, I'll give you the letter. Don't hit me with that. That will kill me. 600,000.
Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it usually. Now, give me the letter.
No, I think 600,000 would kill you. No! Wait, shouldn't there be cameras in this room? No, obviously not. Why would there be cameras in this room? It's only the securest room in the police department for evidence of crimes that would be bad if somebody tampered with it. Why would there be a camera here? No!
Whoa, what are you?
Nick, run! Maya!
Out of my way.
Way to fucking react, Nick. He got us. The letter's gone. Of course. Why would I do something so stupid? And he took the DL6 evidence, all of it. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? What a stupid thing we've done. Maya. Maya, open your eyes. Maya! Whew! The letter. Did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah. Nick, you're a fucking idiot! Smacks the crap out of him. I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even calm my sea stir. Yeah, Capcom went full moron with that bit. What normal person just shows a dude a definitive proof that the dude is guilty of a crime in some backwards dark alley, or equivalent of it, certainly isolated, and just not say any random dude, but a dude notorious for using every underhanded tactic mankind ever came up with to win. Yeah, that's a really dumb bit. Could have used an editor on that one, whoever wrote this case. Still though, in the defense of the writers, they stopped doing that after this game, as far as I remember. Maybe it comes up again, can't remember. But pretty sure that he doesn't do that ever again. Not even now, when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Maya! Kerr, there has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Huh? Maya, she's holding something. What's that? A bullet? DL6, evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. Bullet stashed in pocket. Yeah, cat. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Hey, she's better than Phoenix, who fucking just showed him. Excuse me, is this your signed murder confession? What do you mean you're taking it from me? You can't do that. I have it. Stupid idiot. Final day, trial. Alright, well, unlikely I'll wrap this up in 15 minutes, you know, Von Karma style. But, yeah, at the very least, we'll make a dent in this case. I still have Rise from the Ashes to get through, and then it's the wheel again! This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard.
What are you doing?
Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, please, stop touching people. Go ground yourself. Good place to cut the stream, as this is going to be a long trial day. Yeah, alright, fair enough. We'll cut it here. Well, let me get to the court. Let me get to the court scene. We'll do the pre-court room, and then I'll cut it. Maybe you should go outside and discharge. Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. I was gonna say butts, right? No, gumshoe. Whoa, pal! What's gotten into that go? Detective Gumshoe? Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go? How'd it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Hey, Gumshoe, look at you. As you wish, and not saying you should cut the stream. It was merely a suggestion. Yeah, but you make a point. Like, obviously, for narrative's sake, it'd be good if, you know, I cut at that point. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Now he says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. Alright, 10 a.m. Court District number 3.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth.
And that's where we're gonna wrap up today. Middle of the case. I will be back on Thursday for the conclusion of this trial. Hopefully the start of Rise from the Ashes, hoping I can get, you know, at least a chunk out of that. But yeah, after that, it will be time to spin the wheel. Mega Man 03 is on there. Shantae and the Seven Sirens are on there. Have a good rest of the week, everyone. Love you all. Thank you, everyone who came out to watch. Always good times. I will talk to you all later, shrewd negotiators. Be good people. Love you.